Welcome everybody. My name is CLARESSINKA Anderson and I'm the Director of Marine. I'm very happy to be hosting our first poetry reading tonight.
I do not know the meaning of hard work, but I know what it means to adhere to a schedule of diligent work avoidance, as if it were a regular job. A strict routine of wandering around and lying down and brooding over wasted time. I don't like to mix business with anything, least of all pleasure. I am constantly confronted by other people's works that I could have created myself. And I am constantly disappointed by them. Sadly, I have to recognize them for what they are. Inferior versions of what I could have done. If I'd been insecure enough in my abilities to do anything. When I ask someone what they're doing, and they tell me they are doing nothing, they are, in fact, usually doing something. Whereas if someone asks me what I am doing, and I tell them I am doing nothing, I am, in fact, actually doing nothing. Few people outside jails or hospitals have spent more time lying on a bed, looking at a wall, or on a sofa, or in a chair, or on a floor, or looking at a floor, or a ceiling, or with eyes shut.
I left my heart in a high place deliberately. I wanted to see how long I could do without it. I wanted to see if someone would recognize it and bring it back to me. I saw where the river met the land. I waited. I picked up a stone and set it down on the opposite shore for no reason, except I live helpless in my life and wanted much more for the stone. I was patient. I left my voice in a barrel, but it rained. I said nothing. I left my socks so someone would worry. I left the hat I have always worn. I threw it into the river and watched it fill with water. I saw where the river pulled away from the land. I saw my pale skin attempt the dark, unable to negotiate a harbor. I left myself as easily as a woman sets down a thimble after sewing. I wanted to see how long it would take me to realize I was missing. I wanted to see how long I could do without. It's funny how when you go back and you read old work, you're like, wow, was I that fucked up? My very dear friend Allison has a little boy, and I'm his, I don't have kids of my own, but he's like my kid. I feel like if I had a kid, he would be mine. I'm his godmother, and when he was born, I wrote this poem. It's called Little Engine. It's for Garen. Here's a little engine to stand in your window and sing at night when the crickets parcel out the darkness with their voices. Everything that exists has been touched by something else that lives. The caterpillar and the leaf, the birds holding fast to the trees, a spastic fire in grass. Here is a little engine to roll in the new morning when you are asleep, with another day breaking on the verge of freedom. Somewhere a child asks if clouds are the tongues of angels. Here is a little engine to astonish the neighbors, each smooth, polished surface, a new place to begin cleanly and with love. Here is a little engine, the likes of which will not be uncovered again, a dream to retreat into, a moment of balance and hope. Here is a little engine to ride back into the thick of your life, that place of torment and loss, with thumbprints on the back of your neck. Here, over here, little engine, come, take me home.
Don't be hard on your fragments, rubble, and jaundice. Cure yourself with closed spaces when you go out to walk in the middle of the night. Give your eyes to the splitting of other spaces. Take each beat of that splitting as a moment housing your own particular memoir of infinity. Put your hand across my mouth and box tender. Difficulties with flesh. Sinew, stomp and say for wet. You misdemeanor in salt. Pith for bone crack. Bring your torn trousers down. Untrue every flesh. Beat sweet my faithless, my soft seething impulse. Broken fingered, arms twisted, half skin fix. It was called Pound for Pound. You get in a three-way with your bruised eye sockets. Slip, sob, pack your dream back in your skin. So you drink wine, it wasn't enough, and walk by the river with bones everywhere. Bones the pleasure of offstage negotiation with a one-armed nobody still and sweet. Half-spoken specter of your compressed interior. You play bullfight with a watery reflection and cling to your concessions. Then the river spreads her legs and tenders a hand to stroke your face. But she is not the thing to get you. The river herself, with her charcoal hair and swimming lashes, forgives you of your strength.
I saw some paintings upstairs that were scenes of Los Angeles, or imagined scenes of Los Angeles. So I thought I'd read a poem written around the time I arrived in Los Angeles and had a lot of ambivalent feelings about it. That hasn't changed. Homey glass. You got a face and I got a hideout. Perhaps we'll marry and claim our courage. You got a rough guess and I got a mind to make nothing of my butler gum, though I'm a little butler gum. Oh, go for America. It takes an inventory to know one, to know an ambient good where glum once stood. That's a joke, more or less. Plato may keep the coat, I guess, but there's still not enough ha-ha to cover America, and too little America to coat a ha warmly. That's why we need Superman. Adequate bumpkin, use a real response to ha-ha, to lean on one foot and guess, basic or national, and ha-ha in defense. About face, it takes an inventory to grow one. What'll you have? Is a good a good? Yeah, so what is an abandoned good? A bent left toy in the yard, or a pony glass? Even a used car is hard won. So you trace me to the bar because I got a hideout and music is an opportunity. What's the mission, Pops? Let's roll the glass about, starlight holsters again, pan flash, blanks out, blanks. I Got a funny feeling again, and it's just a feeling again. Well, Soup, how about that? Arroyo Seco will never make it. Los Angeles maybe, Jimmy, but let's just leave off this unbearable promise.
To do nothing in this day and age, when so much pointless work is being produced, could almost be considered an achievement. It all compares most unfavorably with my own imaginary body of work.